Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft. I hope you guys are all doing good. Today we're back at the old base, or the current base that we've been working on, or that's not the current base, I lied. Liar! And I kind of want to do something a little bit different. The initial plan here was to sort of build a village here. And I think I got a little over ambitious. I think so, because I have never been able to build a village in my life. And I don't know what made me think. I think I was watching too much Beat-A-Below someday or something like that. And what we should really be focused on is getting our animals bred. Because with this pack and with these updates that we have, it seems like our hunger is just going down so fast. And like... more than ever in Minecraft, I think food is more important now. Like, it's one of the most essential things, like, you know, obviously I know food is important because if you don't have it, you'll die, but I really think that, you know, it's to the point now to where it's like, it's almost crucial, especially on servers that play on hard, like Hermitcraft. I think we're locked on, it's not locked anymore. I don't understand that. Sometimes it's locked, sometimes it's not. I really don't know. I don't want to change it because if I change it, I'll lose my endermite in the end for my end farm. Not the point though. Anyways, I just feel like food is really important, so I think we're gonna expand these food farms a little bit today to start off with. I also think we're gonna plan out our storage area, for our ultimate storage room, because obviously, we're like, oh, by the way, I realized I did mislabel the episodes. I apologize. We're like pretty far into this series, 125 or 26 episodes. I think it's time that we really built just a, you know, quality area for storage. And I mean, like, because this is probably going to be like my forever world, so I got to be really happy with what I'm doing. So I think we're gonna plan that out today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish tearing these houses down, and then we're gonna make sort of a little bit of change to... You guys see the texture messed up? I'm kind of missing my texture pack, to be honest with you. I might have to look in... Does this... I don't know if this one's still... Oh. I know this one's still where it's not. Anyways, it's not the point. I'm gonna clean this all up, and I'm gonna move this out of here, and then I think we're gonna maybe expand these a little bit. I'm not sure yet. I like this idea, but it's really hard to get in and out as well, so I'll be back. Right, the first thing we need to do is we need to make a pathway to our food storage. We need to get dirt, though, because we are going to have to do a little bit of terraforming. We don't need a ton of dirt. I hope I actually have dirt. Man, we are running pretty low on material. Like, I have a lot of stuff. Okay, maybe we're not. Let's see. I just want to look through here and see if there's any more dirt. A little bit. No. Two more there, a little bit. Okay, so we are not doing so hot on the dirt situation. Kind of makes me want to make like a quarried off area almost. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so if this is going to be where our pathway is, we're going to be using the type of pathway that we had. Actually, I don't know. Everything is orange here, so we might do something a little bit different, but I want to make a pathway to this. So first off, let's get in here. But yeah, as you can see, we almost walk out and there's pretty much a cliff right there. I mean, so what we need to do, I guess we'll build backwards is what we'll do. We at least need to come out to probably about right there. So that's a pretty good size platform. But terraforming down is going to be pretty easy. So just there. I actually, terraforming is probably one of my better gameplay skills in Minecraft, I'd say. I actually really enjoy terraforming. There we go. And then we need to add a little bit over here. To add this out. Something like that, I think. That looks pretty natural. Walk out. Okay. I think what I want to do is I want to add just a little bit more to the second layer here. Kind of make it a better transition almost. Something like that. Let's go over one more. There we go. And so we'll need to terraform that down. And after we do this, we are going to work on our new pathway. I think I like everything about that. Alright, so we come out, we come down, there's kind of two layers. The only thing that really needs fixed now is just this right here. I think we're good now. There should be plenty of room to walk over here. Yeah. So the first thing that I need to do for the new pathways is I need to get rid of the old pathway. There really isn't a good way to do this, though. To be honest with you, it's either place blocks on top of it or just dig it up. You know what I'm saying? So either way, I've got a lot of work ahead of me, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done. I'm going to get the blocks ready for the new pathway, and then we are going to try to work on a section of it, see if we can get to liking it, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys, I have replaced the majority of the pathway. I had to go and collect some blocks from our other base to make, you know, the goodies that we need. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to practice the pathway from one spot to there. Basically, from here to there. Now, I decided to go cracked stone brick layout this time instead of the normal layout, and I think this is going to be a lot better, to be honest with you. So, we're going to do this like we've done this before, and this is the only way that I really can, like, really get a good hold on pathways, is I'm just going to, like, I'm gonna run through and just kind of break different blocks, different spots. Like, I'm trying to randomize this as much as possible, but I do want to keep it in a sort of general location together, group them together good, make them just a little bit different as we go. I feel like this is the best way to do it, and then once grass spreads, we can put bone meal and stuff down as well. Gotta be a little bit careful over here. I'm gonna go ahead and fill these in right away. So something like that, I think. The only thing I don't like about that is that I sort of went to one side. I do want this pathway to sort of be a little bit bigger. This is going to be our main pathway throughout, like, most of the area that we use. Maybe considering doing it over on the pathway over there, too. So how does that look for the first random bit of pathway? Looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and put these in. There, 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 there. And then we're going to go back through and use some of these variation blocks to our advantage. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So I just want to tell you about how sketchy my neighbors are real fast while we work on this. I live in like a complex. Not a complex. It's more or less like, here's a row of apartments. Here's another row of apartments, right? And I live towards the end. Well, the apartment's on the other side. I live on the top floor. Or on the top balcony. There's two floors. Bottom and top. I live on the top. Well, my neighbors, I'm assuming they either got evicted. Man, I do not have any food in here, do I? I'm assuming they either got evicted or something because they're moving. They chose a very interesting time to move, though. It seemed very sketchy that they decided to move on Halloween night at like 2 in the morning. So right now it is currently 5:15 a.m. and they are literally out there loading a U-Haul right now. Now, I'm not the, you know, a super genius here, but to me, that seems like they're sort of running, right? Like, either they broke the apartment and like, just like, dude, fuck this, we gotta get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing something wrong. And I just thought it was hilarious because, like, I typically don't go outside so pretty late at night. Like, if I go out, I'll take trash out or something, you know? And I go out and I just see them and it's like giant U-Haul, and they gave me the, like, dirtiest look, like, you better not tell a soul, you bastard. So, yeah, about that. Alright, so for this next one, I really want to use this one lightly because the path is kind of getting sort of, I don't want to say I don't want to make it too bulky, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go very light on the mossy brick, and then maybe the next portion of it will do like a lot of it or something. Let's put 2 right here. But yeah, I typically move out during the afternoon whenever I move, and and I know for a fact that they don't work during the daytime or during the nighttime because they always leave in the morning to like go places and stuff. Alright, only thing I don't like about it so far is this one needs to be fixed. Okay. Yeah, everything else looks pretty good so far. But yeah, I kind of found it hilarious that like, you know, I go out there and it's like super late at night and they're just like moving. I'm like, what the hell? This is so weird. Alright, so for this last one, this is going to be our light block, so this one will be... It won't make the pathway look as bloated, I think. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back through with bone meal. And kind of, we might have to find some grass as well, looks like. Yeah. I don't know if I have any grass, but I do have Silk Touch. And maybe right there. Alright, so we need to replace these bottoms with glowstone. Yeah. But they've always been kind of like... My neighbors have always been kind of weird. Like, typically everybody in this apartment complex, one of the reasons why I absolutely love living here is because everybody in the complex sort of tends to stick to themselves. They're like, they just do their own thing, you know? That's how I am. And these guys sit out on their porch constantly. And all they do is just sit out there and smoke cigarettes. So, like, for them to sit outside, they kind of threw off the balance of the apartment buildings. But no, it was interesting to say the least. Alright, you know what? I really like this pathway. Let's see if we have any grass and bone meal at the same time. We only need grass for maybe a couple spots. I'm only going to grow through a couple chests here. The reason why I'm looking for glass is because I don't think some of the spots in there can be changed. And we definitely need bone meal through them. There we go. So, like, right up here is what I'm talking about. So, right here. Let me get my shovel. Yeah, but they, I've seen a fair share of interesting people, like, you know, being in these apartments. I've lived here twice. I lived when me and Miss iJevin very first moved in here when I was a little bit younger. And then once we split up, I moved back in. Because it's really a nice apartment building, but... Okay, so... You... Now, for these ones, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go back through and break some of the bone meal. Because I do want, like, these pathways over here to be filled in, too. So let's just get all the bone meal down. Alright, let me, I think, yeah, I have a bed in my hand. Sleep.
You can hit push to talk.
Whoa, what's going on?
Thank you, that's what I need.
There we go. I was watching a live stream in the other window. Whoa, watching a live stream in the other window, and his channel went offline. He just came back on and unpaused it. Okay, so I think that's a lot of the bone meal. So I mean, you can sort of see the pathway, but at the same time, it's like it's a little. Like, I wouldn't mind having grass, but I want it to be pretty sparingly. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? I like this. Put some there. It's gonna take a little bit of work to get this the way I want it, but I think this looks good. I really like this pathway, and it's gonna look good at nighttime too, I think, because of all the light. I don't know. I might leave the bone meal back in. What I think I might do, though, is I might remove the flowers. The flowers are a little bit over the top. Flower number 1. There we go. So, I don't know. Kind of makes it a little bit harder to see, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the pathway. I actually really like it, though. Okay, so I want to test something before we start working on our storage system. I want to build sort of a replica of our storage that's going to happen. And I want to do this because I think that if I can make this work, we might be able to get 2 items. I guess a trap chest would work. We might be able to get 2 items per row. And if we can get 2 items per row, that's OG, bruh. There we go. That needs to be facing down, so that's all wrong. You. There we go. Alright, those are all fixed. So what I'm going to try to do is I am going to try to build our design that we typically use, but I'm going to try something a little bit different, I think. So I'm going to run the hoppers to the side like we always would, so the items would flow into the top, blah, blah, blah. We already know how to do all that. I don't know if this is going to work, though. I really don't. I'm going to just try and see. So then we would have a block there, a block there. Then we would have comparator there. I think that's how I do it, right? It's been a while since I built one of these. There, there. And then there. And so, oh, I need a redstone torch. Do I have any sticks in here? Ooh, I got all kinds of goodies in here. I like the goodies. There we go. There we go. So, that's sort of the normal setup. And then we need a repeater there. And 2 redstone there. Now, I want to try to use the filter on this setup. It would only work with items that stack up to 64. So typically speaking, what is it? I think it's 22 blocks that go in here. Or not. I don't know where the rest went. I think I did something wrong. Maybe. Where'd the rest of those? Interesting. Maybe I did that wrong? No. It might need to be up a block though. No, it would need to compare this block right here. That should be locked. It's not working the way I want it to though. We might, okay. So first problem I see is that we're gonna need to go up 1 block, I think. So we'll need to remove these. Okay. And let me grab some blocks here. So we'll need to have, let's actually put 2 there. And then that's going to cost a little bit more in hopperage. That's right, I just made up a new currency for hoppers. There. There. There, there. So you. There we go, that should be enough. Now, that should give us plenty of room to do what we need to do. Alright, so we would want the filter to be like in one of these blocks. Oh, another thing I noticed that I did wrong is I need to take that out. And that needs to be facing the repeater, or the comparator, sorry. So you, and then you, then you, you. Okay. So now let's try this again. You. Okay. You. Alright, hopefully this works, because I've never tried this before, but if we can get this to work, it would save us, like, so much space. Space would be saved. There. 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 Okay, so that's the same thing. It's gonna lock the hoppers, so let's put an item in. Stops there. Perfect. Okay. We'll use stone for our filter. So typically, I'm pretty sure it's 24 blocks or 22. 22 blocks. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Now, if it's 22 blocks, then we would need to put 20 blocks here. So that's 15, 18, 19, 20. So that's 14, 20. And then let's say for this example, we use redstone and grass. See, this is where I think things are going to get a little sketchy because of how hoppers work. Another thing that we need to do is we would need to, I think we would need to fill up the hopper with either blocks that we're not using, or it needs to be at least the same block that we have in the filter, which might be a little bit complicated too. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna chuck one of those in there and see what happens. Okay, so if we did that right, what happens? Not there, not there. Oh, I put it in the wrong side. God, I'm dumb. Sorry. There we go. It's gonna flow through the system. Not there, not there. Oh. Okay, so the first slot of the hopper is like the most important spot then. I see. That kind of sucks because I would really like to utilize these 4 spots. And I don't think there's any way around that either. The only thing I could think to do would just be... See, you can't stack those. And that's like a pretty permanent filter. I'm gonna have to Google it and see if I can find anything for it. Alright, so after doing a bit of research, it almost seems like this system is very outdated. I saw a video on Tango's channel where he built a multi-item sorter for his items, and it was a lot better. And I think that's actually what I want to do, because not only can you control what goes into the chest, it really used more droppers than hoppers. And it was really simple to build. It was literally just, you know, droppers going up on each side like this, and then they had the chests in the front, and then you just had hoppers going into the back of it. I think that's going to be more our style, because not only will it be easier to build, but the only thing I'm a little bit worried about is the spacing, though. Because the way he had it, it was like every 2. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do for that. It's gonna take a little while to kind of retrofit what he did into the system that I want to do. So that'll probably be next episode, and I think that's gonna do it for this video. So I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. This is iJevin. Peace out, guys.